Here's a quick one that once again proves they always come back. Or fine print, they always come back when things don't work out with the person they left you for. In this story here, a husband is having the last laugh when his now ex-wife wants to rekindle things after she left him for another woman, and he's like, no way. Because even though he's hurting, and it's understandable, because of the betrayal and the abandonment and all that, he's smart enough to know she'll do it again, and she will. So they pull this crap, guys, never take him back. Titled, My Wife Left and I Had to Tell Her Don't Come Back. And a shout to Ted for sending in this story. He says here, hello everyone. This is a burner because a lot of my friends know my main account, but none will happen to me. I'm using this to vent as an anonymous user, and I appreciate any perspectives or feedback. Well, brother, you came to the right place because we always have feedback here. Well, in October, me, a 27-year-old male, and my wife, a 27-year-old female, sat down for dinner to talk about my new job that I'd started 3 days earlier. During the conversation, she interrupted me and started crying. She told me her and her best friend, a 31-year-old gal that she used to work with, would hang out regularly, both at her house and ours, have been having an affair since the beginning of summer. Well, goodbye. Should have been that easy, but not quite that. They haven't been married that long, and she's already having an affair with another chick. We'd only been married a year and a half and dated 2 years prior to that. Smack! Well, that's the problem. Married after 2 years of knowing each other. They probably spent a year being engaged. Here come the sirens, always. Freaking interrupted me. I can't think straight. This is why you take years, beyond 2 years, to get to know your girl. He might have noticed that she prefers, sushi to sausage or something like that, but they rushed into things. And boom. Guarantee she was cheating on him beforehand. I didn't know how to handle it, and I left for the gym to have the clearest head possible to figure out future steps. I knew something was happening before this, though I could feel it. However, as many of you probably know, no way she's cheating. That can't be it. It must be stress with the new job or something like that. That's what he was thinking when things seemed off. Any excuse going through my head to rationalize why she seemed like she never wanted to be at home. Even then, when she was at home, why she would never want to be around me. She probably married this guy because maybe resources, but also maybe to get her family off her back. Think about it. Why don't you get married? Why don't you get married? Okay, fine. I'll marry this dude and still have my fun with the girls because she's not going to come out in front of her family. I don't know. I wanted so badly to make it work. I took off work so we could take a date that would end up being our last. I would just be present with her as much as I physically could. She eventually would pack up and leave the Sunday after the explosion after I asked her to stop hanging out with a affair partner. I couldn't handle it. I tried to be okay with it. Even if they were hanging out in public, I couldn't trust that. Well, smack for trying to work this out. Dude, you're married a year and a half. She's cheating on you with another woman. Okay, that's not someone you want to stay married to. And guess what? She clearly prefers women. But he was hurting, and he'll do the right thing. Maybe I'm a bad person for asking that of her, but I also felt that it was a fair ask. She told me, "You can't stop me," and left. The entire time she was gone, I would remind her that she could come home and we could fix this. Smack! Fix what? You're not going to turn off like a light switch to make her a decent person or make her into dudes. That I would fight with every fiber of my being to make it work. Smack! She should be fighting with every fiber of her being, not you. Dude, self-respect. But don't worry, guys, we'll learn. I didn't hear from her until Christmas. A week before the holiday, she told me she didn't want to be married. She wanted a divorce. I begged God that she would change her mind. Smack! God's probably smack. God sent me to smack you, dude, so remember that. I gave her extra time to say anything else before I talked to a lawyer. I still see the text behind my eyes. After all the filing and meeting to sign stuff, and her getting everything of hers out of the house, because I was the only one who could afford to keep the house, we made it to Valentine's Day. By this point, I've been going to therapy for a while. I'm mostly okay, and then I get a text. It's from her, telling me that she was in a fog and everything is hitting her now. That she gave up everything and wants to come home. Sounds like there's trouble in lesbian paradise. And who's she going to? The sure thing. The guy that wanted to fight with every fiber of his being to make it work. She's not coming back because she loves him or because she's sorry. She's coming back because she's shit out of luck. She's out of options here. Okay? That's it. And the second she gets back with him and does the love bombing and another girl crosses her path, she'll do the same thing again. Seriously. Well, I had to make the literal worst decision of my life and tell her, no. Good job, brother. I take back one smack because you said no. The process is about over and you have made the active decision over and over again not to come back. I can't survive this again. The conversation fizzled after that with me hearing her crying in my head, knowing I hurt the person I once vowed to take care of. I have fought to not text her again because I want her back. With every fiber of my being, I miss what we had. Well, the good thing is I'm not smacking him here for saying that. He's not doing that. He misses who he thought she was and what he thought he had. Newsflash, brother, that's not who you... The girl you fell in love with is not who she is. You're young and you don't know any better. That's not who she was or is. But good for you for not taking her back. My brain just knows I will always see her as a cheater and one that wanted to divorce me already once. I can never trust her again to have friends with either sex. It'll be miserable for the both of us. A prison of insecurity punishing each of us differently. I'm just leaning as hard as I can into God at this point and knowing He gave me this experience for a reason. But man, this royally sucks, and just know if you have been through something similar, I have nothing but love for you in my heart. Well, brother, there are countless guys out there that have been through something similar, most of which a woman cheating with another dude and wanting to come back later, but even some with another woman. And they all lived to tell the tale and survived, and many of them came out wiser. You must spend years getting to know a girl before you marry her, and even then, do some serious detective work. If you're out and she's checking out other chicks, that might tell you something. Don't be thinking, oh, my girl's cool. No, that's not a good sign. I sincerely appreciate you letting me vent. It means a lot to me to be able to post this and talk about outside people that knew us both. And that is the end of that. So again, guys, right there. He made mistakes. He tried to fight for the relationship. That was dumb. But he was broken and desperate and all that. He thought she was someone different. But at the end of the day, when push came to shove, he divorced her, not taking her back. He redeemed himself. So it's an important thing for all you guys that may, to some degree, go through this. Now, I'm going to read a few comments here and wrap this up. One guy says here, it seems like something may have happened between her and the other woman. For a long time, she was determined to leave you for the affair partner. Now, just as she appeared close to getting what she wanted, she's suddenly asking for reconciliation. The timing raises questions. It feels possible that things between your soon-to-be ex and the affair partner ended unexpectedly, leaving her without a place to go or someone to lean on. From that perspective, her desire to come back home may be more about convenience than genuine commitment. 100%. Didn't work out with her girlfriend. Now she wants something easy and predictable. Nope. Another one. Kudos to you for sticking to your guns. It only gets better from here. After my wife's infidelity came to light, she offered the boundary we should have already set. No one-on-one time with members of the opposite sex. It's disrespectful to your spouse and it opens the door. The book, Not Just Friends, covers this. The fact your wife cheated with a woman means you will never trust her to go out with her friends ever again. And P.S. not trust the fact that she's more into women than dudes. The fact that she wasn't willing to cut contact shows you she wasn't serious about reconciliation. My guess is that her relationship with the affair partner didn't work out, so she's trying to go back to you. Never settle for being anybody's fallback plan. Hey, freaking men. And one more. Says, you did the right thing, man. You fought for her as you vowed to do until she cut the very last thread to do that. You did everything you could. You don't owe her anything anymore. And yes, you're right, things cannot go back to how they were. The continuous insecurity and doubts won't go away. You deserve a person who won't make you go through this hell, who will value and cherish your efforts, and last but not least, reciprocate. Well, of course he deserves that, and everybody deserves that. A man deserves that, frankly, a woman deserves that. But if you want that, guys, you want 100% certainty as someone that will reciprocate and not give you insecurity and doubts, get a dog. Or for the cat brothers, get a cat. Or 2 dogs or 2 cats. Because you're not ever going to have 100% certainty with any human being walking the earth. Let shallow people live their shallow lives, monkey branching from one situation to another disaster. It is not your problem anymore. Redirect your focus and energy onto yourself, grow and build an even better life for yourself, and somewhere along the line you will attract somebody else with the same values and goals you have. Well, I hope so, but I hope he learns from his mistakes. But until then, heal, forgive, and forget. Maybe you'll feel alone and empty sometimes, and I can't promise it will go away in an instant. But it doesn't mean your decision was wrong. You handled this situation with grace, love, and patience. You endured the worst, now the best is yet to come. We are proud of you. Take care. That was very nice. Yeah, like I said, he should take time. He shouldn't be just jumping back on the dating apps or picking up chicks at the bar. He needs to be have time for himself. Reflect on where he went wrong, mistakes he made because he made mistakes. And in time, he's going to be all right. I always say it, same thing every time. The gym, exercise, you'll feel better. Get outside, go for a walk. I don't care what you do. Being in nature makes you feel better. Breathe fresh air. Don't bury yourself in drugs and alcohol and junk food. That's the worst thing you could do. Spend time with family and friends, and in time it will get better. Time doesn't heal all wounds, but it does improve them. That's all I can say. So good job for him.